What's up, Lancaster VTLs? I just want to send you guys a quick video, of course, from this past weekend. Actually, this past weekend started off to be pretty rough. We had some problems in production. We had all kinds of things going wrong. We had just a few people registered for Starting Point, and nobody really signed up. Nobody really showed up, and it was kind of frustrating. But then we prayed, and everything began to change. Everything began to literally see God's thumbprint on it through everything that we could possibly do. And I just want to share a couple of those stories with you guys. Of course, nobody showed up to Starting Point, but we got 8 new volunteers just from people coming out to the hub saying, hey, I want to help out. I want to be a part of what God is doing to this campus. And so I was shocked, but really excited to see God move just when our fate was at the very last strand of everything, and people just began to show up. I'll also say we got done the fastest that we've ever got done this past weekend. We were done at 1:15, which was crazy. I think it was actually 1:18 to be exact, but just unbelievable how God uses that. And then there were 2 stories, and I just wanted to share them with you really quick. There was a gentleman named Seth that came into the YMCA to work out, and lo and behold, of course the YMCA was closed, and Mr. Mike Massey invited him to come out and attend church, and he attended with Nick Greiner and his family, and he ended up leaving with a next step kit and a great attitude. He wanted to know how he could get involved and how he could begin to help set up and tear down and come up with some innovative ways to see how God could use him through all of that, and it just completely rocked my world and blew my mind. And then there was another gentleman that came up to me and had tears running down his face, and he said, man, I just want to know how God can use me. Sometimes that seems a little bit foggy, sometimes it seems a little bit weird, but he's like, I know God wants to use me. And he said the message last week that Pastor Tim preached about the Y2K, on how God will give gifts to the called, not the other way around. He said that spoke directly to him. And then he said one of the things that he needed to do, the step that he needed to make this past Sunday was awesome. He said, look, I've never given a penny or a dollar to a church. He said, I've never trusted them. I've never really had the opportunity to trust them. And he said, I've only been coming here for a few weeks, and he said his girlfriend got baptized last week during our baptism, and it was just unbelievable. And he said he reached into his pocket, and he gave me just a stack of cash and said, you know what, use this towards Y2K, use this towards reaching people, because you guys are doing a great job at it, and I just want you guys to continue to do it. And literally, a weekend that I had chalked up to be a complete failure literally started completely unraveling right before my eyes, and God began to work in a huge way. So I just want to thank you guys for continuing to do what you do, and even on the weekends that feels like it's a complete failure, God just puts his finger in there and just says, hey, you know what? I'm going to do something amazing. As soon as we start giving a little bit of wiggle room, and as soon as we start giving that room to God for him to totally get in there and saturate every aspect of everything that we're doing, God's going to do some amazing things, and I can't wait to see what the future looks like. So I just want to thank you guys. Those were just a couple stories from this past weekend. Please push them on to the volunteers that are underneath you guys, and we're going to do it again this week. It's going to be awesome. Paranormal Week 2 coming up this weekend. It's going to be great. So we'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.